everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are speaking to Gift Somagwabe, and if you're watching me for the first time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, get the content that you deserve. So if you guys watched the last video, I had my first day at PwC, one of the big four, and I just took you guys through the day, what I was doing. So it was just basics, just laptop collections and just being introduced and stuff like that, and getting your access cards. So yeah, it was quite a big day for me. Technically it wasn't my first day of work because I was at UJ last year, but it was my first day at work in a corporate environment. So today I just want to tell you guys how the first week went and how it's going basically. And I think I want to just touch on the realities of moving from the student life, or moving from being in academia to being in the corporate. I think I've seen a lot of differences very quickly in just a week. So I just want to share some of that with you. So the first thing is, how did my week go? It was great, actually. It was really great. I learned a lot of things, guys. So what happens is, the first day, obviously, you get everything set up, and then from the second day we went into training. So it's virtual. We went into training, and we're still on training, so you get to learn a lot of things, the culture of the company, get to meet different people, and you actually, like, including the people that are going to be working with you, the associates one. So we basically first year trainees, and yeah, it's been amazing. Just to see the different things that people studied. There's people that studied engineering, there's people that studied IT, there's people that studied internal audit. There's like, it's like, yeah, man, you're just not alone basically. And there's so much that you could learn from each person, because you all come from different backgrounds, different universities, right? So that's the one thing that I enjoyed about training. The only thing is, now when you start moving from a student life or an academia position to a corporate, it is not easy being on your laptop the whole day. Like, I think that's the biggest challenge for me, because I was so used to being flexible. As a student, you can study when you want to, you can go to the library when you want to, you know that your classes are in the morning and then you're done. Yo, guys, corporate, yeah, you need to be there from 8 to 5 or 9 to 4, whatever time that has been set for you, but you need to cover the 8 hours. And it's been challenging. Like, you actually start to appreciate the small things, like going out to just buy bread, or just driving to the mall, like simple things, because you need fresh air. You just get so tired being on the table, being on the laptop. It's just, yeah, I'm still trying to adjust to that, but I'm actually better this week. I'm much better. And I think being in the training and engaging with people, seeing them on the camera, hearing their voices, it kind of feels like you know them, and you're just waiting to meet them in person at the office. So I wasn't at the office the whole week. I've just been working from home for now. So obviously there's a whole adjustment that needs to take place, right? Because we have COVID and stuff like that. So just to sum it up, my first week has been great. I've just been struggling to adjust from, being a little bit flexible to having to sit the whole day. That's the one thing that I'm struggling with. And then now, to just cover up, like, the tips, things that I think you should start working on to help you adjust from being a student in academia, or whatever it is, to a full-time job. Okay, so number one, plan your schedule, guys. Like, have a calendar. Like, the people in corporate, in audit firms, they have proper calendars. They know when things are happening. They know what they're doing in the next hour, in the next 30 minutes. Like, that's how organized they are. It's really amazing. Have a schedule that from this time to this time you're doing this, You know that your chores are covered at this specific time. If you have family responsibilities, you work around that. Basically, just make sure that you plan ahead. You don't just wake up and just cruise. As a student, you just wake up. Today I feel like studying this. Today, you bunk some classes. They recorded the session. I'll watch it later. You don't do that in corporate. You need to be organized. You need to be there at 8. If they say 8, there's a meeting. You need to know what's happening. So make sure that you plan in advance. So another thing I would suggest is, while you're planning that, it's basically managing your time, and that includes social media. So I realized that as I started this new job, my social media time has been limited now. I usually answer either early in the morning or later in the evening. So allocate times where people know you're available, and people need to know when you're not available, because you're busy. You can't be distracted because you're on Instagram. Okay. Number 2, get enough sleep, guys. I appreciate my sleep. Like, get enough sleep. If you know that you're working on something from like until 10 p.m. or whatever, make sure that when you're done, you get enough sleep and you wake up at that specific time. But make sure that you get enough sleep. If you can't, try get naps in between or something, but you need to rest. Okay. And then if you don't, then you're obviously not going to be productive for the next day. So I think I messed up, because I think on the 2nd or 3rd day of training, I slept around 2 a.m. and we had to be available for the training at 8. So that means I need to prepare by 7. I need to be up or something. And I only had like 4 hours of sleep. So, you can imagine you're in training the whole day and then you're feeling sleepy. It's a problem, right? So yeah, get enough sleep. Number 3, weekends should be planned in advance. And I know that sounds weird, but kind of start having an idea of what you're doing over the weekend, so that you know if you available or not. Because when you get into the audit firms, you do have times where you're going to be working on public holidays or going overtime, so working after hours. Sometimes you need to put in a Saturday, you need to put in a Sunday. So start planning your weekends in advance, and when you do that, you appreciate the days. So you know that this weekend I'm not available, I'm working. The next weekend you should know that I'm going to be staying in, watching Netflix, or I'm going to be going out to Gold Reef City or whatever. But just start having an idea of what your weekends are like. And when you're on the weekend, try and get some rest as well during that time, so that you don't feel tired and unproductive for the following week, right? Just remember that what you do during the weekend impacts your productivity during the week. So if you're going to drink the whole weekend, not sleep, and then you expect to get on client work and stuff on Monday morning, it's not going to work out well for you. Okay. And then the next point is, remember that you are a brand, right? So you now signed up with these audit firms. You represent the company, basically. You can't just speak whatever on social media, do whatever on social media, because remember, you are a brand. Okay. So just respect yourself in public, treat yourself as a professional. Not saying that you should limit who you are and stuff, but just be careful of the things that you say on social media, because people are watching, right? And the moment you do something, they will do research on you and find out that, oh, this guy or this lady works for one of the big 4, and this is the kind of people they have, something like that. Okay. And the next point is, your first salary is not a lotto ticket. It's not. Like, for me, it doesn't really hit me, because it's not technically my first salary. So for me, it's kind of easy to just flow, go with the flow, because I'm used to my finances. I sort of understand how to manage it. But for somebody that's just a student and you're now in corporate and you're getting like your first salary, you might kind of feel, oh, okay, this is nice. But remember, there's deductions, there's tax, and trust me, there are a lot of deductions. There's your medical aid, guys. Medical aid is expensive. There's tax, your pay as you earn. There's all these other stuff. But just understand that it is not a lotto ticket. Balance your money, check your expenses, check how much you're spending on entertainment. and just relax. Especially your first salary comes in Jan. Like Jan is still, you're still getting into it, so you don't want to go broke for the next 25 days waiting for your next salary. So just be careful. Consider things like petrol, depending when you stay, if you stay at home, if you're paying rent, think about all those things. So your first salary is not a lotto ticket. Relax. You will make the big bucks later in life. Okay. And then have a meal prep and an outfit prep. You will thank me later, because that is one of the most stressful things ever. Not knowing what you're going to wear, not knowing what you're going to eat, because you will be in the kitchen thinking, what am I going to eat today? What am I packing today? Like, you end up not eating, and that drains your energy, right? Your energy levels are just down for the day. Have an outfit prep, like, especially for us ladies. I struggle, I decide on something, change it, decide, change. So try to sort of give yourself time. Okay, I'm wearing this for the week, or I'm wearing this for the next 2 days. But have an idea that when you wake up in the morning, you're not starting from scratch. You're not looking for socks, you're not looking for a tie, you're not looking for jeans. Just start preparing. Like, have an idea, in terms of your food as well. If you're going to the office, sort of understand, okay, my lunch box is going to have 1, 2, 3. Or if you're buying that day, then you don't need to carry much, because you know that you're going to be ordering a takeaway. But prepare that so that you don't waste time, because you'll find that you waste 30 minutes of your morning trying to figure out how you're going to look for the day and what you're going to eat. Okay. And then the last but not least for me, I'd say exercise and continue with your hobbies. So basically take care of yourself. So for me, gym works, running, those type of things. If you're into that, do it. Try to do it in the mornings or later in the evenings when you're off work. But do something that helps you. If it's listening to music, reading, writing, watching a series, but take time to relax. Don't be always stressing about your work. Okay. And stick to your hobbies or your side hustles. If there's something that you've been working on, you have a business proposal, spend time in the evenings working on it. If you're writing a book, take time, writing at least a page or 2 in the evenings. But don't let your 9-to-5 job stop you from completely being yourself. You need to still work on yourself and your dreams and all of that. So those are the tips that I can give you. And on my side, yeah, we'll see how the second week goes. But I'm looking forward to starting the real, let the real work begin, So I'm going to start very soon with an audit engagement. I've been booked on one, so that's a bit exciting. And I'll let you guys know, the feelings, the process. But one thing I've been told is it's okay to make mistakes. We're still learning. There are people to help us, So yeah, I think I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. So just expect lots of training when you start at an audit company. Expect to meet new people. Be open to meeting new people. And just do that. Just be yourself, and be willing to learn. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But thank you, guys. Yeah, but I'm just hoping that to the people watching this that are studying or that are hoping to get into the Big Four, it is possible. Your dreams are valid. Don't give up on yourself.